Welcome back to the Nutrien Classic here at Tamworth with Troy Palmer, the rider last night that no one could go around in the open camp draft riding Hells Are Coming. Troy, what a great achievement on a graduate that has come out of this sale that you bought back in 2018 for a great client and friend of yours, Terry Snow. Came back, you won the Masters last year in 2019, won a novice camp draft and 3 open drafts throughout the year to become ABCRA Novice Horse of the Year. Win the open camp draft last night, 4 open drafts in 12 months. What an achievement.
Yeah, thanks, Brett. I got a bit lucky last night. She done a fair bit of good work in the round 1 and round 2 to get her points up there a fair bit on some tough cattle. But yeah, she's a great little mare. I was just Raylene Higgins that bred the mare, rang me this morning and congratulated me, and she's pretty proud of the mare. She's out of her good old mare, one hell of a spin, and we were just talking this morning about how big her heart is. She's probably not the biggest mare about, but she's got the biggest heart on anything I've rode for a fair while. And yeah, and a big thanks to Terry too for having a bit of belief in me and believing in what I thought was a good mare, good purchase at the time. We came here to that sale to purchase that mare. She was passed in the ring, and we went out the back and we haggled with Raylene a bit and did a bit of a deal, and then yeah, we ended up getting the mare. And Mick Wilson too. I sort of talked to Mick well before the sale and got the mail on the mare. And Mick always had a big opinion of her and give her a big rap. So yeah, we were definitely coming here to get her.
You talk about Michael Wilson and then the size of the heart the mare's got. I'm not sure I would have liked to have been Hells Are Coming with the weight change of the rider. You know, you look at Michael, lightweight rider, and then, you know, if I was Hells Are Coming, I'd hate to be towing the weight of your head around, let alone your whole body. So that's a big achievement in itself. She's talk about heart, well, she's obviously got plenty.
Yeah, thanks for that, Brett. We won't go on about how big my head is too often, but yeah, I'm like proper sized bloke, like 90 kilos. I'm not half a bloke like Mick and Butsy and them fellas, like their jockey weight. They're 55, 60 kilos. They only live on Vegemite sandwiches, them fellas. And yeah, I suppose you look at racehorses going around, they go around the track and they say weight stops the train, and doesn't seem to worry her too much. She's still got a big heart, but yeah, obviously if we're going to get a little bit more professional about the sport, maybe we should strap a bag of dog biscuits on the back of those fellas and put a few kilos on them and see how they go, because or I might have to get in the sauna a bit more often.
We've really stressed the importance of the mother lines of these horses here this week. We've Hells Are Coming's mother obviously won the great mare, one hell of a spin, won the Futurity at Tamworth. We've just spoken to Amelia Servin, that's got a metallic cat filly out of Gidgee Coles, another former Futurity winner. Everything that all these great performed mares, all horses coming back to win these big prizes, have all got a strong female line behind them. How important is that for the Willinga Park team that have got a big embryo program going with these mares? The performance now is outstanding. Where do they go? What way do they breed horses like that to stay commercial and keep moving forward at the rate the sport is?
Well, I can't stress enough on how important it is for a horse to have a great mother. If to me the mother's 80% of it. If you're trying to keep a stallion and you're trying to keep a stallion that's out of a B grade mare, well, you're pushing shit uphill from the start. There's 5 key points to having a stallion, and the first one is it's got to be out of a champion mare. The second one is it's got to be he's got to look the goods himself. He's got to be by a renowned horse, and then he's got to put the performance on the board, and then he's got to put something on the ground. But if he don't tick the first 3 boxes, well, don't even worry about the second 2, because the chances of him breeding on, if he's not out of an exceptional mare and a mare that's a bit better than everything else, the chances of him breeding on are slim to none.
We talk about great mothers, and the horse we have here with us this morning is out of one of those great mares in a mare J-Bell Shakira Spin. Now, she was a graduate of this sale, came back, won the Masters like Hell's a Comin' did, won countless open drafts. How many open drafts would the Creamy mare have won?
I'm not sure. Jane would have that in the back pocket. She's got all the stats on J-Bell, but on Shakira. But yeah, she's another fine example of a great mare coming out of this sale. And, she's led going to the final at Warwick, and she's top scored up there in the rounds, and she's won some big drafts, and she's won ABC Open Horse of the Year. And she's been an unbelievable purchase for Malcolm and Jane Kennedy, and she's another great advertisement for this sale. She's gone on to be probably one of the best known mares in the country. She's a bit like Hell's a Comin'. She puts 110% in, and I've got no doubt Hell's a Comin's already a mother. She's got a cutting horse on the ground, and I've talked to some of the top cutting guys, and they reckon he's one of the best cutting horses in the country in Hell I'm Smooth. And Shakira's the same. Like, she's a great mare herself, and the things with those great mares, they've got a massive amount of try. Like, they've just got no give up in them, and they try all the time, and they put those attributes into their progeny, and this is a con man culled out of her, and I think he's got those same attributes. He's a beautiful horse to ride, and he's always trying to please you, and when they're trying to please you, it makes your job of getting them trained and getting them going and competing a hell of a lot easier.
Now, this horse is Binny a Convoy. They tell me there's a little bit of a story behind the name.
Yeah, well, you know a bit about it. You helped me out to get him. I rang Chrissy Hall up. The mare was, Shakira she was going to ovulate that night, so I rang Chrissy and said, is there any chance of getting some semen? She said, yeah, if you can get it, I can get it into town and get it on a truck. A mate of mine at Martin's Transport, I rang a mate there, and he had a truck just going through Gundawindi, so Chrissy raced the semen into town there and got on the truck there, and it got down to Murrundi that night about 9 o'clock at night at Murrundi. They AI'd the mare that night. 7 days later, the mare went up to Al Simpson's, and it was all sort of a bit of a rush job. She went to Al Simpson's to get a flush. We flushed an egg out of her, and Al never had a mare that he was happy with that suited her, so he didn't really want to put the egg in one of those mares. So he put the egg on the fluid, and in the fluid, and we sent the egg up to you, to your man at Bow Desert there, Mr. Hearn, and we sent it up there on a horse transport truck as well. I think it got up there about bloody 11 or 12, 1 o'clock. You'd know a bit more about it.
Yeah, do you want me to finish the story? Yeah, I met the truck at Toowoomba at midnight. We put the embryo in the mare at 2 a.m, and that's Convoy.
Oh, I think you might be over-exaggerating there, but there was good work by you. But anyway, then we got the embryo mare sent back down, and come back down to home, and yeah, 45 days later, we had a positive preg test. So he'd done a few miles before he's done a fair few miles before he'd even come out of mum. So he's done well. Hence the name Convoy. He'd been all over the countryside to get him. So that's where it come from.
Well, thank you, Troy, for your time, and once again, congratulations with the Terry Snow-owned mare Hell's a Comin' in the Martin Stock Haulage Open Camp Draft last night, and good luck with the sale.
Thanks, mate, and thanks Nutrien, and yeah, also a big thank you to Terry and Willinga Park and that for supporting me in the last couple of years and letting me ride such good horses.